As someone who has been enjoying this season of The Boys, I found season 5, episode 7 challenging to say the least. Spoilers for The Boys up until this point, but it is frustrating beyond belief to watch Frenchie and Butcher try to create a solution to replicate Soldier Boy's powers on Kamiko when Soldier Boy is still around, but then he's choked out by Homelander. But we finally get Marie from Gen V into this season of The Boys, only for Starlight to say she's not ready. Because I get it, maybe it's a narrative trick, to say like, oh, these characters aren't ready, only for Marie to prove herself in the next episode, but she doesn't. She's kind of like off to the background, to the side. Maybe, hopefully, she'll be used in the last episode of the last season of The Boys. That is frustrating. That is really frustrating. It just feels like we don't have that much time to like have a roundabout solution to this, especially when we wasted a lot of time. Well, I won't say wasted, especially when we spent so much time on other characters. She's kind of like off to the background, to the side. Maybe, hopefully, she'll be used in the last episode of the last season of The Boys. That is frustrating. That is really frustrating. Time and time again, one of the best tricks that The Boys has is being sincere when you least expect it. So I really enjoyed MM's kind of like monologue about why he's named Mother's Milk. It's incredible. I wish we got more of it. And it is unbelievably frustrating to have Soldier Boy and also MM in the same season again and not address MM's core trauma of what Soldier Boy did to his family. All that being said, I do think they handled the death of Frenchie extremely well. His last words to Homelander, "I bet you never danced a day in your life," are so true to Frenchie and what he stands for in The Boys. But I will say, I do have one final prediction for the last episode of The Boys. I think the psychics and O-Father are manipulating Homelander because I don't really think he saw a vision of Madeline Stillwell. It seems random at this point. I think they're manipulating him, and we saw in this episode how the psychics can have the ability to change their face and change their voice so you can trick people and suppress people's powers. Who says they aren't doing that to Homelander right now? And O-Father's just using Homelander to get money back into his church. I think that's the rub. And do I think this is the last we'll see of Soldier Boy? Definitely not, because he has a prequel series. But he's definitely going to take away Homelander's powers. And maybe even Butcher's, so that when the V virus is released, maybe they take out each other. But that's my best guess. But what do you think is going to happen?